Hello Marcus, this is Bryce Navarro reporting from Times Square, and you're watching MOB. Hello Marcus, today is September 25th, and welcome to MOB. I'm Bryce Navarro.
And I'm Journey Trent. On today's show, we have stories on same-sex marriage, a review of Pi Phi, and highlights of the recent Battle of the Axe. We all know about the Supreme Court ruling allowing same-sex marriage. Here's a look at how it's affecting one of our juniors.
Meet Lizzie, a Marcus student, who in most ways is just like you and me, but we found out that a Supreme Court ruling from earlier this summer affects Lizzie's family in a huge way. We sat down with Lizzie, and she explained just how important this same-sex marriage ruling was to her and her two mothers.
I almost started crying, and the first thing I did was I went over to Amanda, who's my mom's partner. I went over to her work, and I basically just kind of jumped into her arms, and I was really happy.
Lizzie is very excited this day has come, and can't wait for a wedding in the future, something her mother knows very well.
She's thrilled for it. She's been bugging us for probably the past 6 years to get married.
And I keep telling them that I'm going to plan all this stuff because I'm just so excited for them.
But there was no point. It wasn't legal. You still couldn't put down spouse as this person. Now you can.
Rebecca would often conceal how she felt, so that her daughter wouldn't feel the judgment.
We just acted like we were friends to any of her friends' parents.
But despite the obstacles, Lizzie's parents were able to fill her life with love and support.
She gets two people who love her to death, think nothing but the world of her. We're her biggest cheerleaders, just like every parent would be for their kid.
This has been Davis Gilmartin, Whitney Eblin, and Journey Trent, reporting for MOB.
Although a date hasn't been set, the family is excited to begin planning the wedding in the near future.
In our next story, all 5 LISD high schools have started a special project that has seniors painting with their peers.
Last summer, many seniors gathered together to paint their parking spot for the first time.
Each year they try to come up with a project or something for each of the high schools to implement. And so last year, their project, they decided to start the painted parking spots at the high school. So it's something that all 5 LISD high schools are doing.
The spots were chosen at random.
If they want a parking spot, they'll either say that they want a paintable spot or just a regular reserved spot or either. And then we take those and we put them in a pile and start drawing.
However, not every senior got to participate in this activity.
I knew people that really wanted some and people that didn't really care if they got some, and when I got one it was like, well, it's all right, until I actually started painting it.
The plan for upcoming years is to add even more spaces.
Next year we might try 60 and see how it goes, and then if we sell all those, then the next year we might add even more.
Location was also an important factor.
The location is just random. They give you a spot, and I'm pretty happy with mine.
The spots also had to be painted a specific way.
I think it was like exterior latex paint. You couldn't use like water-based because it would wash off. And then you use like primer in there so it stays on.
Along with the hard work put into the project, some seniors worried they could get destroyed.
Sometimes I get a little nervous as someone, like if it would get vandalized. I find like trash on it a lot.
Despite the cons, senior Shelby Sandifer really enjoyed painting her spots.
I think it's worth it to have your own spot, to park in every day, to have your own thing.
Seniors seem to enjoy gathering and painting together to kickstart their senior year. This has been Michaela Underwood and Carson Buttimer reporting for MOB.
Send us a picture of your painted spot to our Twitter. Speaking of painting, this year students can dye 25% of their hair an unnatural color.
Attending a public school like Marcus means abiding by their rules. Dress code has been around as long as the campus itself.
If anything, I think our dress code has gotten a little bit more liberal. I mean, I've been at Marcus since 1991, so the dress code has changed drastically.
Yet students still have problems with some of the rules.
Either the shorts rule or the tank top rule.
The shorts rule still seems to be controversial between students and APs.
I think that probably the shorts, the length of the shorts, I still have a problem. I think that the shorts are too short.
With dress code rules, picking out outfits can be a challenge.
It can be an inconvenience to them in the morning, trying to find all the clothes and trying to find a nice outfit that's still within dress code.
Ms. Lofborough thinks it's not as strict as last year.
I don't know. I think that it's loosened up a little bit from last year.
However, simple piercings such as nose rings are not allowed.
Sometimes when you're looking at somebody and they have a nose ring or a lip ring or maybe a big gauge or something in their ear, sometimes the focus may not necessarily be on listening to the person.
Some students feel piercings are not a distraction. Regardless of students' opinions, there would be punishments for those who do not abide by the rules.
Or they go to ISS if it's before the school day, and then if a parent brings up some clothing or something for the student, then they may be released from ISS at that point.
With these rules, the teachers are trying to create the best learning environment.
Make sure that we are here, we're here at Marcus High School for academics.
This has been Cade Howard and Sarah Edwards reporting for MOB.
That's awesome. I wonder how students feel about the other dress code rules. Last year, we told a story of the Bjornberg family losing their daughter Sydney to cancer. Now here's an update about how the Bjornbergs and the community are working together to stop childhood cancer.
Behind all of the mums, football players, and carnival games lies a story of hope, selflessness, and community. It all starts with a single booth. The Marquette booth at the Homecoming Carnival on September 16th was raising donations. All the funds collected will go to the research of childhood cancer.
We're doing it by when you visit our booth, you can donate to the fund for The Cure Starts Now, and it just helps raise money for childhood cancer.
Yeah, cancer is the #1 disease killer of our kids.
Out of all diseases in the United States combined, all the diseases in the United States, and cancer is our #1 killer, yet it is the most underfunded. The most underfunded.
It's been a mission of the Bjornbergs to raise money for childhood cancer ever since they lost their daughter Sydney to brain cancer.
That's really, I think, what drives us most these days is to be able to make a difference so that parents don't have to live with the heartache that we have to live with for the rest of our lives, that you won't have to live with the heartache and have to go through with a loss of a child, which is just above and beyond any loss you could ever imagine.
I feel like the awareness needs to be raised a lot more, and so we're trying to raise the awareness by doing it in the booth and wearing yellow ribbons on our uniforms occasionally at games to support the awareness of childhood cancer.
The Bjornbergs have not faced this challenge alone. They've received a large amount of support from their community.
It takes my breath away sometimes when I think about how much the community has, just kind of surrounded our cause and really took it to heart, It's been amazing as far as that goes.
I just love knowing that we get to help others who are really suffering from childhood cancer.
This has been Blake Bailey and Lewis Rose reporting for MOB.
If you want to help The Cure Starts Now, you can join them for the Sydney's Band of Gold golf tournament and gala tomorrow at Grapevine. You can also find more information about events or how to donate at www.thecurestartsnow.org. Hey Journey, Do you remember the story from last year we did on the Alright Guy?
I do, but didn't he retire?
He did, but this year we have a new one to carry on the tradition.
Leading the cheer with this sign inspires fans to get excited at the games. The school needed a dedicated person to do the job, and the person they chose is Ken Clyde.
Was asked by the Marcus Football Boosters Club to pick up the job. Mr. Hodges, who had the job for the last 13 years, last spring decided he wanted to retire. So I said, well, I would help, and sure enough, not only am I helping, I'm it.
Clyde volunteered to help out because of his connection to Marcus.
My daughter Kendall graduated in 2013, and she was 4 years with the Color Guard in the amazing marching band program that's here at Marcus. So I got a real good exposure to volunteering with the band parents, and now I'm volunteering with the football parents because now I have a football player.
He says that if he is not able to attend, someone else will be there filling in for him.
Just gets the crowd going.
Yeah, when we're not as loud as we should be. He runs up and down the bleachers and makes sure we get loud and make sure we're ready to get loud the whole game.
There's no need to worry about whether Clyde will be ready for the job because he has received great advice.
Met both of the gentlemen. They're still loyal Marcus supporters, just had to step back a little bit from having to go to every game. And the first game down at Mansfield, everybody seemed to jump in and join in the all right cheer. And so looks like it's going to be a good season, and it looks like the Marauders are going to give us lots of opportunity to do the cheer.
This has been Duncan Noose and Carly Helm reporting for MOB.
Next time you're at a football game, look for Clyde and the Alright sign. Now, if football is not how you spend your Friday nights, you might be more interested in staying home watching some of your favorite TV shows. I reviewed some of the new ones coming your way. With the new TV season just starting, I'm here to tell you which new shows are worth your time. First up is Blood and Oil on ABC. Blood and Oil is about a young couple moving to North Dakota to be a part of the biggest oil boom in U.S. history. A soapy primetime drama in the vein of Revenge and Scandal, Blood and Oil is a must-see on your fall schedule.
I'm prepared to offer you a 3-year lease for $1 million.
I'm gonna give you $500,000.
Well, the price goes up every time you try on counters. Please, keep talking.
Blood and Oil premieres this Sunday at 8 on ABC. Next up is Scream Queens. From Ryan Murphy, the creator of American Horror Story and Glee, this show is the horror comedy you've been waiting for.
You gals are going to stay here overnight while the Chanels and I go get banana daiquiris at the White Stallion. Good night, ladies. What's happening?
With an all-star cast, this is one show you won't want to miss. From its hilarious one-liners to its over-the-top death scenes, this show blends comedy and horror perfectly.
Chantel, why you got a knife in your throat?
Scream Queens airs every Tuesday at 8 on Fox.
If any of you die while protecting a sister, you're allowed to skip the rest of Hell Week.
My name is Alex Parrish. Protecting our country had always been my dream. But my life took a very drastic turn.
What if you were training to be one of the world's most elite spies 1 minute, and then the next you were being framed for the worst terrorist attack in U.S. history? That's the premise for ABC's Quantico. Starring former Miss World and Bollywood superstar Priyanka Chopra, Quantico is an intense thriller that's worthy of your time.
The second you step foot in there, you're never getting out alive.
I need to find the truth.
Quantico premieres this Sunday at 9 on ABC.
I think I'd really like to watch Scream Queens and Quantico. Thank you for that review, Rice. Not only do we have new TV shows, but Flower Mound also has a new pizza place. We sent some of our reporters out to taste it for themselves.
With Flower Mound being a haven for restaurants and good eats, choosing where to go can be quite a difficult task. To help narrow down your choices, me and a few other MOB members went to the newly opened Pie 5 Pizza Co.
High Five was really good.
I liked it a lot.
I love the environment here. It's really contemporary. It's really chill. I love the music that plays.
I recommend it.
However, this isn't your average pizza joint. Along with their already included menu, you can choose to make your own custom pizza with their wide array of toppings and ingredients.
We do have like a preset that you can go for, which we think is good, but you can always add and take off things that you would like as well.
During our visit, we ordered the ever-popular High Five.
Our most popular item is probably the High Five. It's kind of our signature meat lovers. It's going to be 5 kinds of meat. And then it also is topped with cheddar cheese as well.
With their freshly made dough and flavorful sauce, High Five has earned my 10 out of 10. But don't take my word for it. Go check it out for yourself at 3711 Justin Road.
4:30 or 4 o'clock is usually a good time because it's a lot less busy and you'll get more personal time of choosing what you want instead of kind of be pushed.
This has been James Manchette and Hope Warner reporting for MOB.
When entering a school zone, put down your cell phone and always be aware of what's happening around you.
Now it's time for Sports with Lewis and Everett.
Hi, I'm Everett Eads.
And hi, I'm Lewis Rose.
And this is the MLB Sports Show. With 9,000 people in the stands, the Battle of the Axe game was sold out. Here's some coverage of the game.
Longtime rivals meet again as Marcus and Louisville High School face off once more. Louisville came ready to play when they scored the first touchdown. Marcus came back strong when Nate Hopkins, number 2, scored for Marcus later in that first quarter. Soon after the kickoff, Marcus began to fight their way across the field. CJ Respes scores another touchdown for Marcus. After Respes' touchdown, Taylor Hawkins followed his lead by scoring again. After Respes' touchdown, Hawkins-Taylor followed his lead by scoring again. The third quarter, John Mayer scored Marcus' first field goal. The last touchdown for Marcus was scored by Nate Hopkins. The game ended with a score of 40-26, with Marcus taking the axe for the 9th year in a row. With hard work and the crowd's energy, the Marauders were able to defeat the Farmers once again.
It was a ton of energy in the stands, ton of energy on the sidelines. It was a great experience. So
kids have worked really hard and been really focused all week, had a great week of preparation, and they earned it.
This has been Mira Urushima and Alex Rodriguez with MOB.
Wow, what a game. All of the fans are going crazy. What a great win for Marcus. This week we have Alan. How do you feel about the game this week?
I'm feeling great. I feel like this Marcus Varsity football team is playing some of its best football ever. I feel like I've used to be in football and I've seen the work they put in the off season and behind the scenes, and I feel like the defense is playing great, offense is playing great, special teams too. I feel like this is a well-rounded Marcus football team that can beat the Allen Eagles.
Yeah, our offense, defense, special teams are always playing great. Everybody's contributing. And that's the big reason why we're 4-0. You know, Kane Smith, our senior tight end, Stanford commit, is just going absolute ham. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a hard game, but I think we can get it done.
The next big rivalry game is going to be the Battle of the Mound on October 2nd. Back to you, Bryce and Journey.
Hey, thanks guys. Well, that's it for today's show, Marcus. I'm Bryce Navarro.
And I'm Journey Trent. On the first week of school, we asked 40 students what their first day was like.
Terrifying.
Boring. Overwhelming. Easy. Fun.
Fun.
Pretty fast.
Interesting.
Chaotic.
Fantastic.
Easy.
Difficult. Stressful.
Stressful.
New. It's exhausting.
Fun.
Tiring. It's okay.
Fun.
Okay, yeah.
Least interesting.
Surprising.
Hard.
Fun.
Bad.
Easy.
Alright.
Easy. Chill.
It's fun. Fantastic.
Crazy.
Nervous. Hectic. Nerve-wracking.
Awesome.